hosted by Matt Riches.
$1 trillion tickers.
Watch the market unfold.
$1 trillion tickers.
Turning data to gold.
$1 trillion tickers. Watch the market unfold. $1 trillion tickers. Turning data to gold.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you're tuning in from around the globe, peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the $1 Trillion Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. This is the first episode of the Market Check-In. Normally I do the market open, but I'm about to start day trading again, so I'm not going to be able to do the market open while I'm concentrating on the charts making this money. So on the days like this, I'm going to be doing the market check-in at some time that is after I'm done trading. So today we're checking in after we had the FOMC meeting minutes. The Fed minutes show that inflation is still a major concern, and a majority of officials have indicated that rate hikes could become necessary if the Iran war keeps pushing inflation pressure higher. At the same time, the market is still green. Can we hold this rally until the end of the market day today? And we do have Nvidia earnings coming up after the market closes. I track the headlines, the data, and the market levels so you don't have to. Let's get into the mindset before we get on the charts. Let's go to our mantra. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I'm building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I'm the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable. I am skilled. I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. All right, let's do a market check-in right quick. Here we go. So we already got the FOMC meeting minutes. The Fed did not exactly give the market a green light to keep on running. The minutes showed a committee still focused on inflation. The majority of officials indicated that rate hikes could be necessary if the Iran war keeps adding inflation pressure. That matters because the market is already dealing with high treasury yields, elevated oil prices, and questions around the next Fed move. So even though the market is green, the Fed is still telling traders, don't get too comfortable. Now let's look at the actual market reaction. SPY is up 0.88%. QQQ is up 1.36%. That means tech is still leading. QQQ is outperforming SPY. That tells us that buyers are leaning back into growth, AI, semiconductors, and mega cap leadership. That's the $1 trillion tickers. The VIX is actually down over 3.43%, and it's now at 17.43. So that's great. Volatility is cooling. That doesn't mean that the risk is gone, but it does mean fear is not controlling the moment. Now, we do have Nvidia earnings at the end of market close today. Right now, Nvidia is up almost 1% at $222.71. This is not just a regular earnings report. This is a major test for the AI rally. The market knows what it wants. The market wants to know, is AI demand still accelerating? Is the data center growth still strong? Is guidance strong enough to support the valuation? Are margins holding? And what does Nvidia say about China? Supply, Blackwell demand, and future AI infrastructure spending. That's why today's rally is important, but it's still incomplete. The market got through the Fed minutes, and it still has to get through these Nvidia earnings. That's going to set up the rest of the week and possibly the rest of the month. All right, let's get into Robert Greene's daily law before we get onto the chart, y'all. Title: Be suspicious of the unambitious. Bars. Today's law is about hidden ambition. Robert Greene is reminding us that people who appear completely unambitious may not be as detached as they seem. Sometimes people avoid openly wanting power because open ambition creates envy, suspicion, and resistance. By seeming reluctant, they can make others push them into power. The lesson is to look beneath the surface. Do not only watch what people say they want, watch what their position, timing, and behavior reveal. In long-term investing, this connects to companies that appear conservative or quiet on the surface. A company may not hype itself. A CEO may not make loud promises, but that does not mean the business lacks ambition. Sometimes the strongest companies let execution speak. Revenue growth, margins, cash flow, product demand, market share. Those reveal the true ambition of the business. Do not judge only by the public image. Judge by results. For day trading, this applies directly to price action. Sometimes the quiet move is the most important move. A stock may not look dramatic at first. An index may grind slowly instead of exploding higher. A level may get tested quietly before the real move begins. Do not ignore the setup just because it's not loud. Watch the behavior, watch the level, watch whether buyers are quietly taking control. The market doesn't always announce its intentions. Stay patient, stay disciplined. Execution over emotion, process over prediction. Now let's get into these charts, y'all. All right, first up we got SPY. SPY is currently at 740.18. It's up 0.87% on the day. So it's looking strong. Definitely looking strong. Let me take off this stochastic indicator. There we go. This is the 5-minute chart. Actually, let me go on the 15-minute chart since the market's been open all day. Market is going to close in an hour. All right, so SPY is up. It did hit our ATR target today. So salute to that ATR target. It's the second day that I'm testing that out, and the second day that the target has got hit. All right, next we got QQQ, who's currently up 1.38%. That is $9.70. So that's 7/11/24. Nice day, nice day for QQQ, y'all. As you can see, once it broke the 9 EMA and the VWAP to the upside, it came up and hit the ATR target as well, pulled back, and it's been riding a 9 EMA all day. All right, and the VIX is down. You can see this big VIX drop during the FOMC meeting, and it's still down. It's still under 1750 right now. Nvidia, this is the stock of the day. It does have earnings at the end of the day. It's currently up almost 1%, 222.69 right now. It came very close to our 1 hour level here, within 12 cents, and it rejected that level. Next up, we got Google. Google is down almost 0.25% at 386.77. Apple looking strong right now. It's up almost 1% at 301.90. It's very close to the all-time high. It may hit all-time high. We get a strong close this last hour. Microsoft is up 0.5% at 419.40. It's looking strong as well. Sitting on a 9 EMA right now. Amazon is up almost 2%. It's also riding a 9 EMA. It almost hit the ATR target. It's about 40 cents away from hitting the ATR target. It's currently at 264.39. Next we got TSM. It's up 2.18% at 401.19. AVGO is up 1.70% at 418.20. Meta is barely over break even. Meta selling off lightweight, this candle right here, but it's still up at 603.28. Tesla's looking strong. We had some good news on Tesla. We'll get to that in a minute. Tesla's up 2.23% at 413.16. Walmart is down 2.25% at 131.21. And Berkshire B is barely over break even at 480.52. All right, since QQQ is leading, we'll leave QQQ on the chart. Actually, we can leave the heat map while we check out the news. All right, let's check out the news, y'all. All right. Oh, yeah, we did have earnings. Let me run some earnings numbers right quick. We did have some earnings in the pre-market. We had ADI, Analog Devices. They beat on earnings by 7%, beat on revenue by 3%.
Hosted by Matt Riches.
Let me go on the hour chart so we can see what's going on with this. Okay, so it's currently down 5.3% from yesterday's close. Next, we had Target, had earnings in the pre-market, beat by 16%. Excuse me, y'all. Target beat on earnings by 16.7%, beat on revenue by 1.4%. Currently down 5.5% from yesterday's close. Next, we had Lowe's. Lowe's beat on earnings by 1.9%, beat on revenue by 0.44%. Currently up 0.75% from yesterday's close. And we had TJ Maxx. Beat on earnings by 16.8%, beat on revenue by 2%. Currently up 5.75% from yesterday's close. All right, now let's get into the news. All right, I thought this was pretty dope. So Google had their event yesterday where they announced a bunch of products that are coming out. And wow, I was highly impressed. And I can't wait to start using those. I actually got to talk to Google Gemini and see everything that is available to me right now with everything that dropped yesterday. All right. So Google's CEO Sundar, he said Google has 5 products that have more than 3 billion users. That's Google Search, Gmail, Android, Google Chrome, and YouTube. And definitely, if you can get a chance to check out highlights of Google's event yesterday, I'm sure you'll be highly impressed as I was. All right, next. The U.S. has dropped tax claims against Donald Trump, with part of the settlement agreeing, saying that the U.S. is forever barred and precluded from examining or prosecuting Trump, his sons, and the Trump organization's current tax issues, y'all.
Peace, blessings, financial freedom.
That ain't even the right button. Trump is so gangster, boy. He said, part of the settlement, we can never be prosecuted for this or examined. You talking about throwing your power around? He doing it, boy. Trump is a different animal, boy. Goodness gracious. He finna run that. You know how much he gonna run that bag up now that he knows that he can never be prosecuted or examined? You know how much insider trading and market manipulation is about to happen now that this case is over? You ain't seen nothing yet as far as market manipulation. My bad. I ain't even got the right button for that. But we ain't seen nothing. Yet, y'all. All right, next. CEO Mike Novogratz is urging the Senate to pass the Clarity Act, arguing that the U.S. risks losing its lead in crypto if lawmakers fail to clear market structure rules. Novogratz said that the bill is how America wins, warning that without it, more crypto activity could move offshore and leave U.S. users behind. He pointed to Binance's dominance in the global trading volume as an example. According to Novogratz, Binance controls about 40% of the volume, while Coinbase controls about 6%, even though much of the demand comes from the U.S. Interesting, y'all. We don't want to lose that crypto. We don't want to lose that crypto battle either, y'all. This was crazy right here. So a shipwrecked mariner may have sparked the 16,000 acre fire on a California island, says the United States Coast Guard. He actually put SOS on Santa Rosa Island. This was a 67-year-old man's sailboat who crashed into the rocks on the island. And he burned SOS. If you're looking at the screen right now, you can see it. He burned SOS into the land, but he ended up burning 16,000 acres. So you probably need to go to jail for that. 16,000 acres just to save you. But we'll see what happens. Next, LinkedIn confirms that it is set to lay off hundreds of Bay Area workers. So another company cutting hundreds of jobs thanks to AI. Next, Intuit reportedly just sent a memo to its workforce telling them that the company plans to lay off 17% of the workforce. Another company with these major layoffs, y'all. All right, next. In the U.S., CEO pay grew 20 times faster than workers' wages last year. 20 times faster, y'all. Ooh, you cannot work your way to wealth for nothing. Next. I thought this was interesting. Jeff Bezos said that he thinks having data centers in space in the next 2 to 3 years is a little ambitious. He said, yeah, that's not going to happen. So remember when we talked about that last week, and I was hitting this sound effect. Like, how are they going to get these data centers in space? Bezos said, yeah, it's not going to happen. Definitely not in the next 2 to 3 years. So I guess Bezos agrees with me. But a shout out Bezos, man, Amazon, man. Definitely one of the bigger positions in my portfolio, and it's close to all-time highs. So shout out Bezos, man. Shout out Bezos. All right, next. Alibaba just announced today a new AI chips that are 3 times more powerful than their last chip. So they in the chip game too, y'all. They not playing. Next, Bristol Myers, ticker symbol BMY, just announced a partnership with Anthropic to bring its AI cloud to more than 30,000 employees, y'all. Anthropic is cooking, y'all. Anthropic is cooking crazy. Another thing from that Bezos interview that was on CNBC, he said bottom half of workers should pay 0 in taxes. Shout out Bezos. I agree completely. Let's go, man. I agree. I shouldn't be paying no tax. First of all, I am a foundational Black American, and I should not be paying taxes because we have not received reparations. And reparations, after the cash payment, Black people should not have to pay taxes for the next 400 years. Add that to the reparations bill after the check.
Hosted by Matt Richards.
Next. I think this is why Tesla was running today. Lithuania becomes the second European country to approve full self-driving supervised. I think that's why Tesla's running today. Tesla's up 2.5% at 414, y'all. All right. So that is it for today. Oh, let me run the numbers one more time. Actually, I got some more numbers I can run. Let me run the sectors. See how the sectors are doing today. I'm going to leave it on the hour chart for the sectors. Let's check out technology. XLK, the technology sector, is up 2% at 176.67. Consumer discretionary is up 2.3% at 117.72. Communications is up 0.17% at 116.06. The energy sector is down almost 2% at $60.11. The financial sector is up 1.11% at 51.67. The healthcare sector is down fractionally at 147.14. Consumer staples, oh, we got the gap right there. It's down over 0.5% at 85.55. Utilities is up almost 0.75% at 44.65. Industrials is up 1.25% at 170.86. Materials is up 1.36% at 49.71. And the real estate sector is up 1% at 44.39. Did you know that you could invest in a particular sector of the market? You don't have to invest in an individual company. If you just want to invest in the best technology stocks, you can invest in something like XLK for $176. If you just want to invest in the best energy stocks, you could invest in something like XLE for $60.11 a share. If you just want to invest in the best financial stocks, you can invest in XLF for $51.64 per share. That way you don't have to worry about picking an individual company. You could just buy the whole sector. There is a small expense ratio. And when it comes to investing in sectors, the good thing about buying these ETFs is if a company is not doing well, they will lower the percentage of that company in the ETF. And then if they're doing terribly, they will just kick the company out and replace it with a company that's doing better. That way you don't have to worry about managing it. All you do is let them manage it and you enjoy the gains. All right, let's check out some of these other tickers we like to check out on the show. SPX. SPX is up over 1% at 7,427. The NAS 100 is up over 1.5% at 29,253. Pam Bondi's Dow Jones is back to 50,000, y'all. I hit the wrong button. My bad, Pam Bondi. The VIX is down. It's at 1743. The 10-year Treasury yield note. This was putting a lot of pressure on the market yesterday. It was at 4.69%, but it did gap down and it's currently at 4.57. So that's a nice relief. Wait till it gets back into this gap and then it closes this gap. I think that would allow the market to run even more. Gold is up 1.36% at $4,544 an ounce. AMD is up. Ooh, AMD is up 8.31%. Let's go, AMD holders, y'all. AMD is cooking. Bitcoin is at $77,431. I bid $43.87. It's in the gap right now. Ethereum $2,134. Your beaming hard is still under $20. It's at $19.35. Palantir 136.45 is up almost 1%. Robinhood is up almost 2% at 75.60. GLW is up over 2% at 179.60. SanDisk, best company of the year. Last year, it's up almost 1% at $1,393. MU is up 4.3% at at 728. Can't even talk. $728.75. All right. Appreciate y'all for checking in. This is the first episode of the Market Check-In Show. This is because I plan on day trading again, so I'm not gonna be able to do the Market Open show. So let me know. Let me put you up on what's going on. So I will continue to do the pre-market briefing, where that's around 5:30 in the morning, and then I'll give you 3 levels to the downside, 3 levels to the upside for each of our $1 trillion tickers, and I'll give you the mantra for your mindset. I'll give you Robert Greene's daily law and how it applies to long-term investing and day trading, and I'll give you a market overview on what happened overnight and what's going on with the market. But I will not be doing the market open because I'm about to get back into day trading. And I will be doing the market check-in show, which will be sometime when I'm done day trading. I'll do the market check-in show. Today it happened to be around 12 o'clock, but it's just whenever I'm done day trading. So it might be between 10 and 12, or maybe after I'm done doing my workout. We'll see how it goes. But this is the new show that I'm doing, so I'm going to have to do some new thumbnails. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shout out everybody on YouTube Live, y'all. Let's get to this money. We'll be back tomorrow in the pre-market open. You know how we like to end the show? With some Instagram motivation.
It don't happen.
Oh, man. Give me 1 second. Technical difficulties, y'all.
Because money has an incredible way of finding excellence. Did you chase excellence and not money?
Come on, man. All right, technical difficulties, y'all. I'm going to just end it with Nipsey Hussle.
And overnight.
I guess I'm not. Technical difficulties, man, because, you know, I got to... Oh, this is comedy right here. You know, this is my first time doing a market check-in show, so I wasn't prepared with my Instagram clips. So I'll prepare for next time. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.
Hosted by Matt Richards.